Movie time. Let's get the Jiffy Pop and the Juju Bees. We're talking about some sci-fi movies for Real Talk this week. Greg Russell joins us now live from his home studio.
There you go.
The man cave, decorated in Beatles paraphernalia and Star Wars knickknacks and whatnot. Thank you for being with us.
And thank you. And also, I'll be talking to Jerry Seinfeld next week about that concert.
Oh, cool. Pass along he doesn't care. I know he's cantankerous, doesn't care. Pass along my well wishes and tell him I'm a big fan.
I certainly will.
We'll get into your sci-fi movie recommendations in a moment, but first, there's a new series on Netflix that's all about making movies in Hollywood during the golden era.
That's right, and it's called Hollywood, and it takes place in the 1940s, like you said, the golden era of Hollywood movies. And the thing about this series is it's called Faction, because it's part fact and part fiction, because they've got real characters in there who we know, like Rock Hudson. Also, Queen Latifah plays Hattie McDaniel, and several other, big name real stars. But with what happens, and I don't want to give too much away, in the movie is something that today we wouldn't blink an eye at, but in the 1940s could have never happened, but it gives you a glimpse of what would have or could have happened. Really interesting story. Got to talk to the stars, and here's what they had to say about the project. I heard about that gas station, and your guy was just kind of like the perfect one to run it.
I'm so handsome.
Yes.
So handsome.
Yes, it's a fun guy to play. I think Ryan really described it perfectly when he said faction.
Yeah.
And that really is what this show is. It's a great mix between fiction and facts.
Another character in the movie, which is also one of my favorite places to go in LA, was Musso and Frank's. I mean, That place, of course, has so much great Hollywood history.
Yes, they used it a lot. And I think for all of us, when I first came to Hollywood, I lived not far from there and I ate there all the time. And it is something to be in that place.
Your guy, wow, was a spitball of fire. It's like, don't get in his way.
It's very different from not only anything I play, but who I am as a person. I'm fairly driven as an actor, but not at all costs like he is. Right. And it was right or wrong, it was a lot of fun to get to put on the persona of somebody who was willing to do certain things that I would never do in my own life.
And how good if Hollywood looked now if these things had been able to happen then. So it was really inspiring. And I think it also really puts a lens on where we're at today, because, we've made a lot of strides, but we also have a long ways to go.
I'm looking forward to watching it again. Laura, Samara, Darren, thank you all so very, very much. And continue to enjoy it. I'm glad you liked The Basement.
Yeah, and go blue.
All right.
Go green. So what did you think? How many reels?
I definitely give this 4, very strong 4. Everyone I know who's seen it has loved it, including like the people you and I have talked about before who hate everything. Yeah. They even liked it. So it'll definitely keep your attention.
I'm looking at you. I can see you through that double box window right there. Man cave's right over there. Let's get to some of your movies to pick this week to stream. We are talking sci-fi. What do you have first?
Well, first one. Dun, 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 dun. Of course, Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. That's my all-time favorite movie. I mean, especially since that's the one that started it all. And think about it, it's spun this whole thing that's been going for over 40 years. But it's just kind of neat to see how that movie has definitely held up over time.
All right, next, another movie with Harrison Ford, Blade Runner. Which cut? Because there's now, I think, 3 or 4 different cuts of this movie.
I'm trying to think which one, honest to God, I watched last night. I think it was the director's cut or the extended cut, just to see it again. But yeah, like I said, another whole interesting thing. Here he is. He's the Blade Runner. And for those who don't know what that is, he is sent down. He's on Earth to take out the people who are actually robots, who have been created, the replicants. And so he's got to fight and figure out who's who, because they look human. And they're now trying to have them get emotions and all like that. But yeah, it was fun to rewatch again, and I wonder how much money Coca-Cola paid, just to have that same billboard in the movie over and over again back then.
One of my all-time favorites is number 3 on your list. The original Alien in 1979 was a haunted house with a monster set in space. Then James Cameron came along 7 years later and said, what if Space Marines went into that haunted house and there were lots of monsters? You picked Aliens.
Right. I picked Alien, but yeah, because like you said, that was so different back then, where you're up in outer space, you realize that there's this alien life form on the ship with you, and you've got nowhere to go. So what do you do? And it just goes to show, a person's resilience, just, for self-preservation, what they all had to do. And it still clings with you today.
We're showing that you picked Aliens, so why don't we say a twofer? Watch the first one and then watch the second one.
There you go.
All right, finally, you suggest revisiting The Matrix.
Yeah, another one where that just, when it first came out, just drew people in. I just remember, going to the theater because at that time they were using special effects that most people hadn't seen. They were coming up with these concepts that, folks hadn't thought about, in regards to which one do you want, huh? Pick the color and different things like that. Also, I think it brought back the long trench coat for men to wear. And, coming up this year, right, they are going to release a new Matrix on the same day as the new John Wick movie. So Keanu is going to do very well, provided you can still go to the theater and see him. And continuing with our sequels theme, and I will argue this to you, to your face, anytime you want, I think the second Matrix movie is superior to the first, and the third one is garbage. Oh, yeah, well, the third one was just kind of put out there, for money. The second, that was one of those where it, they just kept on improving. First ones I always liked because if it wasn't for the fact the first one did well, there wouldn't have been a 2 or 3. All right, Greg, it's a pleasure seeing you. Take care of that man cave. You got it. And Jason, can I show you this real quick? Today is May the 1st. I was doing some cleaning up today and found my Paul McCartney ticket, May the 1st, 2002, at the Palace. Did he perform Spies Like Us? Yes. Yes, he did. Oh, man, I would have loved to have been there to hear that. Thanks, Greg. You got it.